As you can see that now we got a four-way handshake, and this is what we need in order to actually hack our Wi-Fi device. This is WPA handshake, and it is telling about the 685090 of our MAC address. So whenever this appears on the top section of this packet capturing mechanism or technique or process, then it means that you have successfully actually performed the connection process with PTCL21FB or any of the device you want to actually crack on. So now we have successfully got our WPA handshake, and we have successfully got thousands of data, but you need more data to collect on. As I've actually applied many of the hacking techniques on this device, so I can just be contented up with this small data, but you need multiple of thousands of millions of data in order to actually, if the password combination is strong, then you're gonna have to use millions of data. If the password combination is not strong, then you can just try the cracking process on a bit of data. So I'm just gonna actually press the Control-C to stop all of this scenario in order to perform other kind of hacking in that case. So now I have actually pressed the Control-C and this thing has been stopped. Now I could actually to stop this deauthentication process too, because it has been running since long time. So I'm just going to press Control and then C, and it will also be stopped. As you can see that now it has been stopped. Now we really don't need this deauthentication process furthermore, so I'm just going to finish it up. And then I'm just going to need this thing, because now we have successfully find out our handshake. Now we need to actually perform the hacking technique, and the thing is that we would have definitely written this handshake to our file which we have created earlier on. So I'm just going to type in the ls command to show on our written file. So now as you can see that the name which we have given to that specified files have been shown, that is hack Wi-Fi-01.cap file, and the comma separated values file and other files too. But we are only concerned with hack Wi-Fi-01.cap file. And we're going to need this file in order to link it with our dictionary to crack the password. So now I'm going to actually use a dictionary to crack the password with the help of this hack Wi-Fi-01.cap file, because this hack Wi-Fi-01.cap file contains all of the necessary data in order to get any kind of information related to this PTCL21FB device. So now in the next command, I'm just going to actually use this .cap file in order to hack the Wi-Fi. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to write on a command in here, and we'll check it out to perform its definitely work or not. Before that, I'm just going to actually need to get into the this emulator, because I'm out of the virtual machine. So I need to get into this virtual machine. So by double clicking on it, the cursor sign will change into the black cursor. As you can see that before it was white, but now it is black. If it is white, then we are outside of the virtual machine. If it is in black, then we are inside the virtual machine. And then I'm just going to use aircrack ng, name of the file, that is hack Wi-Fi-01.cap, and then I'm going to use -w for writing it, pen test, and then I'm just going to use the password list, so I can just find it out where this password list resides. I'm just going to get into the places section, open the computer, and inside the computer I'm going to check out that where the pentest dark code dictionary file resides. So now I'm just going to actually get into this file system in order to find out the file. So I'm just going to double click on the file system, and then I'm just going to actually navigate to the pentest folder, and after that, after navigating to the pentest folder, I'm just going to actually get into the word list folder. There will be definitely passwords folder, and I'm just gonna sorry, I just actually messed out the password folder, so I'm just gonna double click on it, And in here at the bottom, I'm just going to actually check out this word list folder. So I'm just going to double click on it, and then I will find out these two files. But the main file is this one. It contains millions of combinations of password techniques and combinations which we're going to be using to crack the password of this PTCL21FB. Well, you can also add your own combination of passwords into this dictionary if you want. And I'm just going to navigate to this folder. So in the pen test, what we have is actually the file that is pen test, the passwords folder. So I'm going to use passwords, and then I'm going to use word lists, and then I'm going to use dark code. This is actually the file name, as you can see that, dark code. And then I'm just going to actually type on the LST extension. So I'm going to use LST. And then after that, I'm just going to press the enter key. And it will begin to read the packets. And as you can see that it is now reading the packets. And aircrack ng, I'm just going to actually get rid of this one. And aircrack ng will begin to crack this Wi-Fi password. And as you can see that within the matter of seconds, it has actually found out the password. As you can see, key found 11223344 is the password of that PTCL21FB. It's gonna actually try out the millions of combinations with the master key, transition key, and HMAC, and then it will find out your key. As you can see that this is the key of the PTCL21FB device, Wi-Fi device, which we were going to hack out. So you can hack any kind of device with these applied techniques and methods. Before you have to find out the handshake, you're gonna have to find out the handshake, and then you have to apply that handshake against the aircrack, and you can easily hack any kind of Wi-Fi device or Wi-Fi. But make sure that that Wi-Fi is encrypted with WPA2 or WPA encryption mechanism. There are other mechanisms that are WEP encryption mechanism. Well, hacking WPA2 mechanism is very difficult than hacking WEP mechanism. The same method applied to WEP mechanism too. So in this way, you could easily hack any kind of Wi-Fi device you want.